Content Challenge. If you are not familiar with the March Content Challenge, we go to my blog, thecraftprint.com. This is the 1 month schedule. There's also schedule broken down into weeks. So this week, I'm just going live to speak week by week to give ideas of content. If you feel like even with the schedule, you're still a little lost and you need some help, that's what I'm here for this evening. We are doing week 4 today, right? So week 4 starts from the 22nd to the 28th. We have my biggest struggle, a tutorial, can't live without, B-roll content, a year from now, to-do list, and ASMR. Those are the prompts for week 4. So this challenge is just my way of helping you guys out with creating content. Also giving you an idea of like the different types of content that you can post, as well as getting you familiar with being consistent on all of your platforms. So that's the goal of this challenge. So we're going to talk about day 22, which is the first day of that week. It's my biggest struggle. So even if you feel like you haven't started anything yet, still tell us what you're struggling with to start. So creating a video, good evening. So creating a video talking about your biggest struggle. Maybe you don't have any struggles. Maybe there's something you're scared of, afraid of, you're hesitant to start. All the things, right? So that's the kind of content you're going to create. These are very, and the prompts for these days are pretty straightforward. It's not anything confusing, just really straightforward. So the 23rd is a tutorial. So record yourself doing the full process of making something. And so a lot of people say their biggest issue sometimes is editing. You're going to go into CapCut and just cut down the pieces that you don't need. Or in CapCut actually has templates. Choose a template that will allow you to upload like 5, 6, anywhere from like 5 to 10 small clips. And every time you go to add in a clip, add the same video that you recorded, the full tutorial, and just adjust it to where you need it to be. So you don't have to do all the editing yourself. Go into CapCut, choose a template, and drop in your videos, and you can do that as a tutorial as well. The 24th is can't live without. What is something you can't live without? Again, remember that you're most likely creating content to grow your social platforms or to bring yourself customers, right? So make sure you're mentioning something that has to do with your business. You can even play around and say something I think y'all can't live without, and mention your product and show us the product and tell us why. It doesn't necessarily have to be literally something you can't live without. Switch it around, turn it around to your product and tell people, listen, I know something that you can't live without, and then show us your product and then tell us why. That's it. It doesn't necessarily, I don't know what's going on with my words today. It doesn't necessarily have to be something straightforward. I want you guys to like use your imagination and come up with the content. I also want to mention that if you get to a day and you feel like you just cannot come up with content for that prompt, still create some content. You do not have to go by this. This is just my way of getting you guys to post more often. Thank you. Right? So post something. Post something that day. B-roll content. So I know that a lot of people, the term B-roll content is pretty new to them. I do have, I'm going to add it in the stories, in my stories. Let me see. Maybe I can do it now. If not, after the live, I will add it in my stories on Instagram and on TikTok. YouTube, I'll do it as a post. So I wrote a blog post that, this was last year. So I'm going to have to link it to you guys. Or when you go to the blog, just scroll down and find it. So I wrote a blog post explaining what B-roll content is. And I also gave a list of different types of B-roll content that crafters can create. So I'm going to link that so you guys can head over there and check it out. But B-roll content, just think of it as your mundane, everyday thing type of content. So I know everybody has seen someone create a video where it's either them, let's say walking on the beach, and it's just motivational words. That should be real content. So you can just record yourself walking into the craft room, maybe turning on a machine, maybe shutting down everything and leaving the craft room, loading the machine, turning on your computer. Small everyday things that you already do, that is considered B-roll content. You just put some words over the video. It could be something funny, something inspirational, something relatable, something that's going on now that you could bring back, that's trending, that people are talking about. Put the text on screen and add some music in the background. That's it. B-roll content, right? Let me see if I could link it for you guys. Actually, if I go in my notes, of course I don't have notes on. I didn't sign in. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I find blog post. So so far from what I've been saying, does anybody have any questions, or you need help creating some type of content? Ooh, no, this is not even. Oh, I'm not signed into my iCloud. All right, so I have to go straight to the site and get it. I'm really hot today, y'all. Let's go. Any questions? So far, you good? Good to go? Everybody seems good. All right. So the next day, which is the 26th, the prompt for that is a year from now. I don't care what you want to mention. It could be maybe a year from now where you want to be in your business, where you want to be in whatever journey that you're taking. A year from now, where do you see yourself? A year from now, even you can even create content that says a year. I don't even want to think about where I am a year from now because I don't even know where I'm going to be tomorrow. That could be content too. And that's something where other people's like, girl, I feel you. And then you get that. That's the relatable content. Because honestly, I hate when people ask me, where do you see yourself in a year? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't fucking know. I don't even know where I see myself in an hour. So I actually hate questions like that. So you can make your content being just that. A year from now, I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't really care. I'm caring about next week or next month. I need to make payments. Rent, mortgage, car, everything is about to be due for the new month, right? So I'm not thinking about a year from now. I'm thinking about now, a week from now, a month from now. So that can be your content. It doesn't have to be exactly what the prompt is for the day, where you're telling me, well, a year from now, I want to be making 6 figures a month or something. It doesn't have to be that. Make it something funny. Make it something relatable. Teach me a little something. It does not have to be directly. I don't know why it's actually for an extension. That's probably something with your computer maybe. But I use Mac. It should automatically download. It's a PDF, so maybe that's why. It's a PDF, not a PNG. I'm not sure why it's asking you for that. All right, let me just find that B-roll right here. So I wrote, let me just go read, come out of that ad. So I wrote a blog post, everything you need to know about B-roll content. I explained what B-roll, my iPad is dying, what B-roll content is, how B-roll content is important to crafters. And here you'll see a list of 30 different types of B-roll content that you can create as a crafter. And I also played some videos. Hold on, this is literally me crafting with some words on top of it here. That's considered B-roll content. Let me just show YouTube. This one right here. This one in the middle. Let me see. If I hold it here, you guys could see it on both screens. That's just me walking from the elevator to my door with a new Cricut. This one is just showing you my laser cutting. So all of those are examples of B-roll content that you can create as a crafter. You're not sure? Again, I wrote a list of 30. Let me know if y'all want me to read it out to you today so I could give y'all examples of those B-roll content, and I'll read it. Now, the 27th to-do list. Simple. What I want you to do is, if you have CapCut, also CapCut has a free version, so make sure you're using it. Go into CapCut and make it aesthetically pleasing, your to-do list. Make it aesthetically pleasing. Cute. Read it? Okay. I got 2 from each platform. I'm going to read them out. And then the last one is ASMR. Now, If you don't know what that is, it's basically content where you're hearing the process. So you're going to hear me peel the paper off. You're going to hear me load it into the machine. You're going to hear me press the button. So instead of music, instead of talking, let us hear the sounds of you actually working on the project, right? So that's the 4th week. That's the prompts for the 4th week. Your biggest struggle, a tutorial, can't live without, B-roll content, a year from now, to-do list, and ASMR, right? There's simple prompts. And again, if you cannot create content from the prompt, thank you, sugar, just post something. And then I'm going to talk about making your journey your content so that it can be a little bit easier for you trying to figure out what to post. And I would say that even with that, because I am on multiple journeys and I have not been like keeping up with the content on my lifestyle, not this account, on my other account. It's hard to kind of keep up with sometimes. Thank you, Brienne. Now, for those that wanted to know examples of B-roll content for crafters, I'm gonna give you a list here. I have 30. If y'all feel like, all right, shut up. Just say it in the comments and I'll stop. So I'm not gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna read them off, right? Close-up of your hands cutting cardstock. Paint being mixed on a palette. Glitter being sprinkled on a project. Unboxing craft supplies. Time-lapse of a project in process. Close-up of glue being applied to an intricate piece. Vinyl being peeled away from being cut. Craft room tour with slow pans over your tools or supplies. Heat press being used for a custom t-shirt. Detailed shot of laser engraving wood ornaments that I showed you guys. Showcasing an empty workspace turning into a crafting zone. I don't like that word, but a craft space. Stack of materials ready for a project. Gluing pieces together with foam squares from the CraftPrint. Wrapping a handmade party decoration. Adding final touches to your project. A day in the life of a crafter, just a short clip of like parts of your routine. Setting up new craft tools, scrolling through your craft ideas or inspiration book. The process of cutting acetate sheets from the CraftPrint or any sheet that you want. A full shot of your craft table covered in various supplies. Time lapse of cleaning the craft room. Personalized ornament hanging on a Christmas tree. A failed clip of something not working right. People love to see like maybe where you messed up and then like telling us how to fix it, things like that, right? Candid shots of your workspace at different times of the day. Glitter being blown away in slow motion. That'll be cute, but I hate making a mess with glitter, so I don't think I would do it. Writing product description for your craft website. Your phone or tablet playing a crafting tutorial while you create. Preparing for a craft show, loading supplies, or setting up a booth. A clip of your hand reaching for frequently used craft tools in slow motion. Now that was a list of 30 different types of B-roll content. Now, we talked about week 4. We talked about B-roll content. So far, call to actions. So in this same post where I have the B-roll content, I also talk about adding call to actions to your content. I wrote 20 call to actions that you can use as a crafter. These are examples. Again, let me know if y'all want me to read them to y'all, or you want to wait and just go and read them when you go to the blog post. I'm going to add it into my stories so that you guys can access as well. So let me know if you want me to read those off also. Let me go to, oh, I should have did a screenshot of the actual blog post. I don't be using this, but we're gonna try it out. So, read it? Okay. I got one. Let me tell you, all I need is one answer, child. One person is good enough. One person want to hear it, you're going to hear it. All right, so I have the screenshot. Let me see. I might be able to just do it now and get it over with. So that if you want to read that full article yourself.
Oh my God.
What account am I on, child? What is this? I hate using the iPad. I don't know how people be using the iPad. I only use the iPad to watch videos while I'm at work. Like working from home, I'll have the iPad on the side. So it's B-roll content for crafters. B-roll, I'm gonna put B-roll content / call to action examples. Doesn't really matter. I mean, y'all know what I'm saying, right? Do they limit you on how much you could put here? I don't think so. All right. So the problem is it'll be hard. I want to make sure you can see the link. There we go. So sometimes let's get an arrow so we could point it in the direction of the link. I honestly don't utilize my stories enough, but it's really good when you could add your links, especially like affiliate links and things like that. All right, so on TikTok, I just posted it. That's what we're speaking of now. So let me read off your call to action examples. YouTube, let me give everybody the link first so you guys can get that. So you can access, we'll do a post right here. I am not putting a caption, guys. I'm just give the link. So YouTube, I just put it in my comments and you guys can click to it and you can go read it. And I'm not live on Instagram. I'm only live on TikTok and YouTube today, but I will add the link on all platforms. And this is the reminder. Y'all see right now I'm doing these links. I just put it on TikTok. I just put it on Instagram, on YouTube, and I'll put it on Instagram. I want you to do the same with everything you do. If you're putting a link to your product, link it on every platform you're able to link on. Do not just choose one because I'm comfortable here. Even if you're not posting content on another one, put them links in your stories so people can access it, okay? Don't waste the links. Let me put the title. Where is what I'm looking for? B-roll content and call to action. Oh, they don't give me a examples. We're going to put the link up here. This background color can't change. It makes it very hard for you to see my link. Let me find a rectangle and I'll just put the rectangle behind the link. Because the background is white, the link is white, it'll be hard for people to see that the link is there. Perfect. And I'm just going to put an arrow because I feel like as much as you put everything for people to see, people will still act like they don't see it. They can't find it. Okay, so there we have it. If you want to read the full article to help you out with B-roll content, just check my stories. Now, call to action for crafters. We're going to start. I'm not numbering them, right? Like what you see, subscribe for more crafting tutorials. Visit our shop to grab these supplies and start your own project. Remember, you're telling your followers what to do in the post, and these are just examples. You don't have to use these because it might not pertain to your business, but this gives you an idea of what type of call to actions you could put in your caption. Follow us on Instagram for daily craft inspiration. Want to learn more? Click the link for the full tutorial. Don't miss out. Turn on notifications for new videos every week. Create your own masterpiece. Shop our craft supplies today. Share this video with fellow crafters and spread your creativity. Join our crafting community. Follow us on Facebook. Tag a friend who loves to craft as much as you do. Grab your free download file in the, what the hell? Oh, I see what I did there. Grab your free downloadable file in the link below. Ready to start crafting? Click here to get started. Leave a comment below and tell us what you think, what you're working on next. Download our free template and craft along with us. Visit our Etsy store to shop the featured items. For more behind the scenes content, follow us on TikTok. Hit the like button if you love this project. Want more tips? Sign up for our newsletter today. Check out our latest blog post for more crafting tips. Need supplies? Shop now and get a discount. Show off your work, use our hashtag, and get featured. So those are different examples, good evening, of call to actions that you can use. And also that gives you an idea of what a call to action needs to look like for your content. Just think of you telling your followers to do something. What do you want them to do? You want them to like it? You want them to share your content? You want them to follow you? You want them to subscribe to your YouTube? You want them to go shop your product? Make sure you mention it. It may seem obvious, but make sure you mention it. Also, too, mention it in your videos and in the caption. Sometimes it may sound crazy, but people need to be reminded to follow you. So people can find your content randomly. They can find you on like the For You page, on, I would say, TikTok. When I go live, I get a lot of people who've never even met me, never seen me a day in their life, and they find me on live, right? So like the reminder, and then let's say you find me on live, you like what you hear. Like, oh my God, she's teaching me how to use a Cricut. You come, you sit, and you stay in the live, right? Because you're learning and you're paying attention. But then you forget sometimes, well, I didn't even follow her, so I want to make sure I see it all the time. So as the creator, you reminding people, make sure you guys follow me. Or just remind them, do y'all know I have a YouTube channel with over 200 tutorials? And this is actually me telling y'all, for the people that don't know, I have a YouTube channel with over 200 tutorials. I have a blog, the CraftPrint. I also sell party paper supplies, glitter cardstock, metallic cardstock, acetate sheets at the craftprintshop.com. So keep reminding people. Head over to my website if you want. You plan on making shaker cake toppers? You know that you need acetate sheets to make the window, right? I got that. I sell that. Head over to my website. So continue reminding people. It's going to sound repetitive. It's going to sound like you're annoying. She won't shut the fuck up about her products. That's the point. The big companies don't shut the hell up about their products. They probably email you every day, sometimes twice a day. And these are brands who are already known, and we already go to their stores. So as small business owners, people who want to start a small business, or someone who's just trying to grow their following, we have to do the same. You have to keep reminding. Thanks, Brianne. I probably forget. All right, I can't say that. I don't even know when I said it. That's how much, and that's the thing that's kind of hard to adjust, but I try not to let it deter me. On TikTok, there's certain words you cannot say. When I start, I wouldn't say teaching, but giving advice, or even teaching crafting and stuff like that, I get into what I'm doing. So I forget that you can't say certain things and you can't drive traffic away and this and this. You ask me, I'm going to answer. Where you got it from? And I'm going to say the store when I'm not supposed to say the store on here. But I'm learning, and I don't want that to discourage other people, because for many years I was discouraged to go live on TikTok. Discouraged. I felt like when I came over here, it felt like a casino. There's a lot of shit going on. Even now, there be things coming up and I don't know what's happening. I just say thank you. Sometimes nobody ain't send me shit. Ain't nobody give me no little coin, gift, whatever it is. But I see something floating and I feel like I don't want to ignore people if they actually did. So I say thank you to everything I see floating by. I don't know what's happening here. But I stopped letting it hold me back from coming on live, because I've seen so much growth within the last couple of months that I decided to actually start going live, start showing my personality on TikTok. So I want to remind y'all, it can be annoying when you hear people like, you're getting violations for saying and doing things. Still come. Still put in the effort to spread the word about you, your product, your website, whatever the hell your service is. Still come on here and do it. I don't remember when I first got on TikTok. I don't, because I would post and just leave. So whatever I'm posting on all the platforms, I would post it. I would answer questions. I would engage, but I wasn't really putting my all into TikTok. My content is a lot of learning, so it did help me grow. So I got stuck at about 24,000 followers. It took a few years to get there. But it wouldn't budge last year. And then I realized, like, I got to stop being a chicken and get my ass over here and start showing people what I'm made of. So October, I decided to start coming on, start going live, start talking to people, letting people see also too, I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? I won't say easy to get along with, but you can feel at ease asking me for help. You can feel at ease asking me for advice, for questions. If you see me making something, most likely I'm going to show you where I got the stuff from. You can ask. Like, I hate the word gatekeep. It's over fucking used so much on social media, but I don't really gatekeep. If there is something I feel like, listen, this is my information, I'll probably tell you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think there's anything I've ever really held back unless it's specific goals that I feel like I'm not sharing till I get there. But for the most part, I'm gonna answer your questions. I'm gonna help you out. If I can't help you, I'm gonna send you in the direction of somebody who maybe can help. You know what I'm saying? And once I came on here and started showing that, I went from 24 being stuck at 24 to like 40,000 in maybe 3 months. Yeah, what was it, guys? Like 3-4 months. I gained like $20,000. Also too, I craft on live. While I'm crafting, I'm answering questions. I'm gonna teach you whatever I make, I teach. If I don't have the full tutorial on YouTube, I probably came on here and answer your questions about it. The reason I probably don't have the full tutorial, because I work full time. Crafting is not my full time thing. I work full time and life. We got families, we got a lot of shit going on around here. So I don't get a chance to record and edit everything. But if you see it on my page and you have a question, ask me. Girl, where you bought that machine from? I'm gonna tell you. What was that you're using? Oh my God, I never seen that glue pen before. Where the hell did that come from? I'm gonna tell you. Most likely, if you go to like the link in my bio, you will find links to purchase all of the shit that I got here. My desk, everything. Yeah. Thank you. So I try to be, the thing is, I think, and I'm not going to say that makes me stand out. I don't pay attention. I try not to pay attention to a lot of people, a lot of other crafters, because mentally it helps me function. You start paying attention to other things that people are doing, you start comparing yourself, and then you start feeling like, I'm not doing good enough. So I try not to pay too much attention to what's going on. I think with me, I actually enjoy this. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy crafting. So I think that comes off when I'm live or, making tutorials and things like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I want you guys to be comfortable. These machines aren't, nothing is hard. When it comes to crafting, I feel like nothing is hard. It just takes time to learn, time and practice to learn. So, and then for me, what I know how to do, what I'm good at is using the Cricut. So that's what I teach. That's what I do. I do not have one-on-ones. I don't have classes. I don't have mentoring. I don't have none of that. It would be good for me because I do think that I can make good money doing it. I don't have the mental capacity to keep up with it. And I don't want people paying me for a service and I cannot give them the best. So I just be here. Thank you. I got a cake. I'm gonna be 45 in a few weeks. So that was my birthday. So for me, this is what I enjoy doing. I'm not gonna lie. I like coming on. I try to remind myself, like, at least when you come on, tell people what you got available so you could actually make $2-3, But I naturally enjoy crafting. I naturally enjoy helping people. And I enjoy helping people learn how to do this. Because also, too, when I first started, like, coming on social media, I couldn't find much help. I couldn't find a lot of tutorials. So I started posting like 2014. And when I went on YouTube, the things that I wanted to make too, they wasn't there. They weren't there. And most people who were, I guess, successful or just being consistent, the focus was them not helping, more of charging. And I don't blame anybody for charging, because make your money. Because that's why my ass be here complaining I don't make enough, because I don't charge for basically anything anymore. But they would charge for classes and stuff like that. But when I first started, I had no fucking money for no class. I got it now, but I don't want to pay for no classes. But when I first started talking, there was no money. I had to pay the goddamn rent and make sure me and the kids eat. That's all I had. My first Cricut I bought on a friggin' payment plan because I was cutting by hand my craft supplies. So there wasn't no money for no classes. I couldn't find too much people teaching. you're usually scared. Even if you don't know if somebody is approachable or if they will answer you, sometimes you're nervous because, like, you don't want that rejection of, bitch, get out my damn DM asking me for free information. And then I feel like I got to curse your ass out because you being stink to me. So I had to figure shit out on my own. So with me, I like having that information here readily. So when people are looking, they feel, maybe there's times where people are in my live and feel comfortable, but also don't like asking questions in like settings where other people could see it, you know? So yeah, that's why I like doing it. I ain't had this. I ain't had to help. I didn't. Slowly but surely, I did build a lot of great relationships within the crafting industry with people who didn't mind helping and things like that. But it takes a while. You're still nervous using the Cricut? Don't be. The Cricut is easy as hell. I think all these machines are easy. We just have to find the time to sit down and practice. You have to find a time to sit down and practice. That's all that it is. No matter what brand you're using, that's all that it takes. And patience. The older I get, the more I see that the same people I used to complain about when I was younger, I'm becoming them. I felt like older generation, why they ain't got no damn patience? They so miserable. I am the miserable, impatient lady more and more as I get older. It's hard to learn something new sometimes. I just want to get the shit right away, and I don't want to sit here for fucking 4 months watching tutorials. So I understand. But in reality, it takes time, it takes practice, and you got to fuck up. You ain't going to learn from other... 9 times out of 10, we barely learn from our own mistakes, much less others. If I tell you, oh, don't do this because it messed up with me, I want you to fucking try it. There's people who told me to try this, try that. This is amazing. I love it. And I tried it. And I said, what the fuck is she talking about? This shit is horrible. You have to experience these things for yourself to see what you like, what you want to do, what you can do, what you're going to continue with, what's too much work. What's too much work for me might not be too much work for somebody else. So y'all got to sit down, be patient with yourself, and get it together. When I first started crafting, my crafts didn't look good. They look like shit. They look horrible. I'm here today from practice. Practice makes perfect. If you give up, you're never going to get to the end then. You ain't going to learn. So the longer you take to start, the longer you're going to get to where you need to be. Yeah. Since last year and you haven't been using it? Angela, what's happening here? Take it out. Let's get it together. I want y'all for the month of March, even if you're not doing the March content challenge with me, I want y'all still taking your stuff out and using it. All of these machines, Cricut came out with a new friggin' machine today. What you think that machine do? The same shit most of these do. You just have to press the button and load it. What you need to learn is the software. Cricut Design Space. If you are a, what is it? What's these people? Silhouette user. You have to learn Silhouette Studio. If you use Juliet, I think, what the hell is their software? Romeo? I don't know. You have to learn the software. So this is what you guys need to take your time to practice. So the March challenge is a challenge that I created to help other creators be more consistent with their content and show up and learn how, or not how, but choosing things to post. So if you go to my blog, CraftPrint.com, you can print out the schedule. We're starting Sunday, March 1st, and the first one is introduce yourself. So, and that's what you got to do. The main reason I grew on any platform that I'm on is because I just kept coming. I kept showing up. I kept posting. I used to go live and nobody was there. Look at, I have 39 people in my TikTok live and I have 11 people in my YouTube live. It could be one person here. I'm still going to do my live. What are the top 5 tools needed for the Cricut 4 machine? There's no top anything. It's all about what you plan on using that machine for. Some people make t-shirts. Some people make bags. Some people make tumblers. Some people make paper crafts. Some people make party crafts. So it depends on what you want to make with the machine, what you're going to need. On weekends, you make time to practice. I honestly don't make enough time to practice the things I want to learn. Yeah, and depending on your schedule, a lot of people have a lot of shit going on. So it's really hard. But if it's something that you really want, you have to realize that you have to figure out a way or really assess what's going on in your life and realize, you know what, right now is not good for me. I have too much things going on. I'll pick up with it. But in the meantime, play videos. Like whenever you can, have a tutorial playing in the background until you can get the time to actually do it. Listen to whether it's, I don't know about any crafting podcast. I'm not necessarily a podcast girl, but if you can't play podcasts in the background, play the YouTube tutorials in the background, play different lives in the background until you have the time to get up and actually be able to do it, you know? So again, it takes time. Learning the software. So if you're a Cricut user, I have a playlist for Cricut Design Space at the top of my account. YouTube, for the month of March, I'm going to be reposting all of the videos for the playlist so that I can create a shorts playlist on YouTube so that you guys have it easier to access all of the tutorials. TikTok, the playlist is there. Right at the top of my page, it says Cricut Design Space. Those are, I have at least 15 to like 20. When am I doing cake topper tutorials? I have a few already on YouTube. I have shaker cake toppers, regular cake toppers. I have some old regular print and cut. I probably need to redo some of those videos, but I do have cake toppers. I have cupcake toppers. I have banners. I have centerpieces, tumblers, bling, acrylic crafts, wood crafts. I did HTV on a bathing suit, making a sash. I did blings. I think a DIY for bling tumbler, not tumbler, champagne glass. I have over 200 tutorials on YouTube. So there are videos there if you're ready to learn. But I would say first focus on Cricut Design Space if you're brand new. Focus on Design Space. And that's the playlist. I have the playlist on here on TikTok, also IG. Watch all those videos little by little and just practice as I go along. I had to break it down in little videos because if you do one long video, I feel like you're going to feel overwhelmed. It's a lot of different features to learn. So go into each short and go over and try it out. Any questions? Any questions? Again, if you want to print out the calendar, it's there on the blog, the craftprint.com. The pink one is not printable. I made it white so you're not wasting the ink, and you can print out your schedule. We're going to start. You're going to use this hashtag here, hashtag CPC26. So that's going to be the hashtag for the challenge. And that way we can go in and see each other's content, engage with each other's content, or maybe if you need some inspiration for the day also. I also want to mention, when you post, you do not have to do day 1, introduce yourself, day 2, bestseller, this is my bestseller. Unless you plan on starting your intro by telling people you are doing this challenge and I want you guys to stay with me, you know, things like that, then you could announce the days. If you don't plan on making the challenge like your monthly content where people are going along the journey as you're doing the challenge, just post. Just post. When I post for like layers, I'm not going to say today is about layers here. No, I'm just going to post the layers. I want you posting naturally like you're posting. Again, unless your plan is to take people along the journey. So for those who want to do that, which makes it a lot easier, like to have someone come along the journey with you, is it necessary to pay for Cricut Access? No, if you're not going to use those features. So here's the thing. In Cricut, you can upload images. You can upload fonts. You can upload different SVGs. You don't have to pay for Cricut Access unless you want to. But you can bring all those things in yourself. There are some features that they don't allow you to use, but there's always a workaround. So the sticker feature, you have to pay for Cricut Access, but there's ways around doing that and still be able to create like sticker sheets. I actually created a tutorial on my YouTube on how to create sticker sheets in Cricut Design Space without paying for Cricut Access. So you don't need to pay for it. Yes. So let's say, and I'm going to tell you that on your introduction day, using the challenge as what you're doing for the month of people following along, I think it's actually good SVG website. I don't know many SVG websites. A lot of the time I create my designs fully in Cricut Design Space, but if you have access to, I think it's like $4 or $5 a month, Creative Fabrica, they have access to thousands of SVGs, templates, fonts, images, everything. And it's like $4 or $5 a month. I would suggest Creative Fabrica. I think I have a link in my bio. I'll add that. I'll add that to my stories after we leave. A Creative Fabrica link. If you're looking for 100% free, I honestly don't know. So when I do my designs, I go in a blank sheet on Cricut Design Space, and I usually start from scratch and fully design there. If you ever want to see the process of me designing, I show it in all of my tutorials on YouTube. Also, December lives, I went live every day from December 1st up until Christmas teaching a new craft project. Those lives are saved on YouTube. So in the lives, we went through the designing process. Some of them took 2 days because we spent about an hour, hour and a half designing. And then the next day we came back to do putting together, stuff like that. I haven't tested out Cricut AI feature. I don't use apps AI features on any app. I've never had the inkling to use it. I don't know why, but I haven't tried it out. I really haven't. Will I? Maybe. Maybe I'll do a video of me trying it out to see what happens. That'll make a good video. But yeah, I love Creative Fabrica as well. It makes my life easy. Oh, I was supposed to ship something today. Shit. I was supposed to ship my what you call it? The journal. I'll create the thing. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. So any other questions in regards to the challenge, in regards to content, Cricut, things like that? Yeah, I never used it in X2. I haven't been in X2 in a little while. I do want to make some Easter like wood cutouts that my nieces could paint and put them in like little bags with the paint thingies. So I'll probably be using it soon, but I don't usually use, the only like AI I use is ChatGPT when I want to make it create things for me. Post your prices on your flyer on your business page. There's nothing wrong with that, but I would just say like, as you grow, you're gonna have a lot of products. So that'll be a lot to put on a flyer. Maybe when you create like a content around one thing, mentioning the price of it. People like transparency, not having to dig. So it's not a bad thing at all. My thoughts on the new releases, give me 1 second. Okay, that was only, so I spoke about that today. I came on during my lunch break to talk about it. I just went on the site to compare it to see what's different. If you don't need a new machine, you don't need to buy it. There's no need for it. They didn't change much. They changed the way it looks. They said it's a little bit faster. The attachment for the tool, I guess they said is a little bit better. It's nothing where you would say, oh, I have to have that machine. Nothing. The changes aren't that. And I'm sure the speed is not going to be like a crazy amount faster. So from what I'm seeing, not much of a difference. If you are thinking like recently, you've been thinking of getting a new machine, then I say get it. If your machine has been acting up and you wanted to upgrade, get it. You started picking up on orders and you felt like you need another machine to work faster, so you got 2 or 3 machines, get it. If you're not looking for a machine and you wasn't looking to upgrade and you don't even really want to spend money, you don't need it. You don't need it. It's not that much of a difference. It's not. The design of the Joy is just so crazy to me. The Epson 8550, I heard that's a really good printer. Let her get it. Yes, definitely. I heard that's really good. I use the Epson 16600. That's a good printer too. The Joy, I did see that the Joy can score now, that Joy. And I think it does print and cut. I don't like the way it looks. I would have to get used to the way both of them look. The design is just like, who thought of this? But I was saying too, the price is right. The price is right. Yes, a lot of people who have the 8550, they love it. I have the 16600. Is my tapping annoying? I just realized I was tapping on the iPad. Yeah, the design is a little crazy. I would say though, I usually say I don't need it. I ain't getting it. Fuck that. And then you turn around and I come online and I be like, guys, I fucking got it. For now, right now, I'm not ordering. I don't need it. I don't need it. And this is me talking to myself to remind myself, Shondell, you don't need the fucking machine, girl. I don't need it. Yeah, I don't know. I think price-wise, I think when these machines come out, people run towards the Explorer. I think people have been buying the Explorer more than the Maker. So that's maybe why. Or maybe they're waiting for maybe another few months to release a fucking Maker 5. Who knows? Yeah, you're going to have to buy a cover. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome and thank you. Yeah, there's not. I've read the difference. It's not much. If you don't need a machine, you don't need to buy it. I, on the other hand, definitely don't fucking need it. The only way I would get it is because for content, I feel like it would be good for my YouTube or just all platforms. Because anything that's new, people want to see it. I want to race them, but I'm just convinced, girl, you don't need it. I did say this year my focus is making better financial decisions, paying down the credit cards, saving more money, and stop spending like I'm rich. But it's hard when these fucking brands keep bringing stuff out and I don't want everything. Right. That's what I was looking too. When I saw the price, I said, well, this is not that bad. It ain't. We'll see. Right. If you were looking to buy a machine, get it. If you were looking to buy a machine, get it. If you are not in the market for a new machine to upgrade, you don't need it. You don't. Honestly, I feel like they would have did better if they brought out an embossing machine. I feel like an embossing machine. They discontinued their embossing machine. Bring out a new one. That's something people are going to like. Oh, yes. Okay. You don't have that. I need that. You're bringing out something you got already. That's probably going to be 2 to 5 seconds faster than the older one. A good and affordable embossing machine. So here's the thing. What's this brand here on TikTok? Vevor, V-E-V-O-R. That's this one right here. That is only like 70 or 80. And it's like a larger size. I bought the electronic one by Big Shot, the Big Shot Switch. That was $200. That's the price of the new Cricut. Ridiculous. And all it does is like electronically thing. Cricut, these right here, they discontinued their embossing machines. There are also, Vevor has a smaller size if you want to emboss smaller, and that's about 40-ish. Spellbound, I think, has one. But this one is the one I've seen for this size that has been the best price. I also have it in my showcase. Ugh. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Oh my God. I underestimated the weight. Lord, Father God, I'm too old for this. Ooh. One spin class and I thought I was Superman there for a minute. Shit. It is very heavy. It is. But I was trying to show you and I almost broke my fucking arm. It's a big size. For the price, it's really good. And it come with the larger plates. Now I ain't got no man to rub my arm. Damn. This is why I gotta stop acting crazy. I mean, I could find one if I want one. It's only a phone call away, but you know. Fight the power. I'm gonna fight it. No, my therapist said, "What are you doing?" I told you to shut up. I'm not calling. But yeah. What would you say offer the best price for DTF? You have your own design and looking to have a logo for my shirt. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't really order DTF prints. But Crispy Prints and Candy's Creations, I think she does the DTF for like shirts. If you can find Candy's Creations and Crispy Prints, their prices are pretty good because they have like the gang sheets too that you can do. But I don't order too much. I'm not that like knowledgeable. Jiffy. So somebody said Jiffy. I think I broke my arm. Shit. But anyway, otherwise, how y'all doing? Y'all ready for the challenge? Anybody started recording their content? I haven't. I'm going to be doing it Saturday, though. Ninja transfers. There you go. Ninja actually contacted me, too. I just don't know if I want to work with anybody right now. I don't even have the time to make no content. Jiffy. Oh, so someone says Jiffy is actually really fast, but it's a hit or miss. Ooh, that ain't good. Okay. Ninja transfers, I heard, is good, too. Anybody have any questions? We have about 6 minutes. Ninja transfers, their prices are good. So there we go. There go another one. And this is why it's good to ask questions, because even if I don't know, usually there's somebody in the live that can help you out too. Any questions in regards to the challenge? Crafting questions? Paper questions? Any questions? We have 5 minutes left for the live. I'm only doing an hour in the evenings. So let me know. Or are we all good today? Hey, Tion. I'm ending the live. So we have another person here that says Ninja transfer. So try out Ninja. I've been getting some good feedback over here on TikTok. So try out Ninja. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. So I have 2 phones in front of me. So if I ever look like I'm not paying attention to y'all, it's because I'm just trying to look back and forth. But any questions, any comments, any concerns? Thank you. I feel burnt out already from going live every day. I feel burnt out. I just, after the challenge, I'm taking a week or 2 off from social media, and then I'm gonna pop back up in y'all face and harass y'all again. See, there we go. More Ninja reviews. They have good quality transfers. Everybody, maybe I need to respond to their email then. God damn it. Am I cross? Yeah, I'm cross posting everywhere. I'm posting on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, Threads, Facebook, on the streets if I can, everywhere. Somebody said Ghost DT. Oh, I never heard of that company. Wait, Brianne, what you talking about? You're welcome. So with Pinterest, I have it linked to my Instagram. So whatever I post on Instagram goes to Pinterest anyway. And it's been helping because it's been growing some. My CapCut tutorials, I haven't posted much. They might be part of March, what I'll be posting, but I've only posted about 3 or 4 on here, but it went back a little bit further. Thank you, Robin. Thoughts on the new Cricut? So we were talking about that. If you were in business to buy a new Cricut, or if you don't have one, you were looking to buy one, then I think it's a good purchase. If not, don't get it. You're wasting your time. You already have some of the older ones. There's not much difference that I've read. You don't need it. You don't need it. Unless you were looking to buy one already, then you get it. Hold on. I got the puzzle. Let me just do the puzzle. The what second? Not secondhand. I said if you're looking to buy a second machine. So if you have a machine you wanted to upgrade, you were already interested in getting one, then get the new one. But if you have machines and you're looking like, do I need this? You don't. If you already have one of these, it's the the new changes aren't anything drastic that would say I have to have this. Unless you are already looking to buy a new Cricut, then get it. Would I buy? No, I don't buy used. I do not like buying used machines. New machines already be stressing me out, much less one that somebody else used. I personally don't like buying them. Victoria, yes. Yeah, that's why I took off the auto post to threads. So because when I do the comment and then people will comment on threads, YouTube, Facebook too. I had it linked to Facebook with me using ManyChat. The same caption goes everywhere. I usually don't change it on Pinterest because I don't get people who read that much into my Pinterest descriptions and comment anything. I haven't seen it on Pinterest yet. But when I do have a chance, I try to go in because, you know, you got to change your links when it auto posts to Pinterest. So, yeah. Oh, Dion. I went in and I got some prompts for lifestyle. I don't know that I'm putting it on the blog, though. I really don't have time. But let me know if you want me to email it to you. I don't have chat on my iPad. So I did, and right before I came on, I had it create a PDF, right? Did I? It says my PDF is ready. Where my shit at? Where the PDF then? Okay, I just downloaded it. So I'll read some of it that it said. But also too, I told it to do like a lifestyle one. The thing is, some of it might be a little pertain to my account, I think. So, but I'm gonna read some to you for you real quickly. I am worthy. Just go in there and do it. So in Cricut Design Space, you'll see like a little logo next to the ones that you got to pay for. Just don't use the ones you got to pay for. You can upload your own pictures, upload your own SVGs. You can upload your own fonts instead of using the paid version ones that they have there. But you don't have to pay to get into the app. Just download the app, sign up, and you're in there and you can start designing. So this is what it gave me. These are for people who have lifestyle accounts. Well, I'm not putting this on the blog, right? But I do have a separate account where it's lifestyle, and I put in to give me like prompts. So March 1st, it says March reset, like a new month reset, goals for the month, stuff like that. The second, morning routine, walking pad motivation, and this is why I said it kind of customize it to what I post. Fitness over 40 talk. One thing you've learned about health after 40. What I eat in a day. Productivity routine. Weekly reset. Saturdays with Shondell. Sunday reset. Walking pad live promo. Meal prep or food choices. Planner setup. Realistic weight loss talk. End of the week check-in. Saturday routine, progress reflection, walking, motivation, daily checklist board, fitness over 40 advice, work-life balance, weekly reset, another Saturdays with Shondell. I started that and I did not keep going. Sunday reset, and then it kind of goes in a little bit more. Like for Sunday reset, it said like rest day content, walk-in pad update, steps and progress. What keeps you consistent? To talk about your habits. Night routine, winding down, planning for the next day. Behind the scenes, like filming content. Weekly wrap up, wins and lessons. Monthly reflection, what I improved throughout the month. Lessons learned and March recap. So that's what it gave me. So some of those are kind of, you know, towards the my lifestyle account. But I when I read it, I'm like, okay, this is kind of helpful for me. See, I don't do that many. This was my plan, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. So what I was going to do is every night I was gonna go live on the other account in March and just pick a random theme to do in my journal, in my junk journaling. Getting to the end of this week of going live every night, I'm definitely not putting that on that is not going to be on the to-do list. I won't be able to do it. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do. But I do want to do it because I want to take a quick little break when this is done, and like a week and a half, and come back like my birthday, which is April 13th. I just want to remind you guys that's a national holiday. I know it will be good, but I'm not going to plan for every day. I think I'm going to go live maybe 2 to 3 times a week, but every day will be too much for me. I would drive myself crazy. Or even if I do like every Sunday, something. I'll create like a nice little schedule. I'm trying to go on so I could send this before, because lately I've been tired, and I noticed I forgot to take my vitamin D more than once. And I realized that's probably why I've been feeling really, really tired. Da, 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 da. All right. Dion, your email should be saved. I don't know why it's not coming up. I got it. It's just a regular list, though. Is it uploading? Child, I think my email done froze. All right. Before the night is over, you should get that email, though. I want to try. It damn sure is frozen. I want to try to be consistent on both accounts. So the thing is, I think I'm going to do on the other account. Remember, I was telling you guys, whatever you're doing in life, make that your content, like my journey. So where I don't stress myself out, I think I'm going to do my introduction March 1st on my lifestyle account, and just talk about running the challenge for the CraftPrint while just juggling life, right? And my goals for March. And then every day will be just content, just updating where I'm at, where the goals are. If I did anything, I didn't do shit today. Kind of like that. Instead of something every day, because that'll be too much. That'll be stressful. Actually creating content. If I create some like product videos, I could throw those in as extra, but mainly just getting out at least once per day, the update on my March progress. Girl, I don't have a life. My life be crafting. So I think what I'm going to do is just talk about being able to do all of this over there, because I don't go out that much. I don't leave the house. I leave my house probably once a week. Other than that, that's the only time I see, like, I feel the sun and the breeze on me. Once a week. That's about it. Once in a blue moon, like when it gets warm, I'll be going places with my sisters and stuff. But usually, I don't have a fucking life. My life is working from home and crafting and coming on here and talking to y'all. So I do be feeling like lifestyle content, people be wanting to see, like, you go out to eat. Tell us about this place. What are you wearing today? I'm usually wearing my fucking pajamas. So they gonna get whatever it is. So that way, if you make your life or what you're doing, or even just saying, like, I don't have an interesting life, and then just updating on that. So today, in this uninteresting life, I didn't do shit. I was tired. So people like to see that realness of it all. So whatever the hell you're going through, whatever you're doing, whatever your progress is going to be, whatever your March goal is going to be, make that your content. So instead of stressing myself for more content for lifestyle, my lifestyle content for March is going to be about me trying to grow my other platforms and keep giving people the update on how it's going. Kind of like that. Oh, congratulations. I don't post on there either. Maybe you could remind me, Victoria, but I don't post on LTK, but I need to. I've been seeing like more clicks when I would mention it. But I suck. But anyway, it's just so much to do, but make your progress your content. So if you feel like being able to record all the content for the month of March is too much for you, make your introduction be about you, what your goal is, and then mention you're doing the challenge for March and you want to see if you can keep up with posting every day. Make that your content. Let's say one of the days you find out you didn't post something for the theme. Come on and just make a quick recording. All right, guys, we're on day 5. I didn't get to record anything for the theme, but I'm going to still keep going. Tomorrow, I'm going to make sure I pick up where I left off. And that's your content for the day. And guess what? That counts as one piece of content. Because I said, if you cannot find content to go along with the theme, post something. I just want y'all getting used to posting consistently. So make your content your journey to actually post every day in March and keep us updated. All right, guys. So it's week 2. I posted every day. I'm up 10 followers. You know what I'm saying? Make that your content. Whatever the heck it is you're doing, what you're going through, what you experience, make that your content. Really? Yeah. But the thing with LTK is you need the product. So I want to post more clothing. That means I'm going to have to go shopping. And I don't want to be one of those creators that's going shopping, making the content, and then returning it. But also, too, I know there's a lot of creators that will go in the dressing room, try it on, post the content, and then, like, they're not actually buying, or maybe buying 1 or 2 things. So that would require me to get up and leave the house, though. And that's my problem. So I got to leave the house. But yeah, so people do like try on hauls for you to see how it look. Especially, I think I love to see if I find a creator with my body type and then they go try on the clothes for me so I get an idea of what it would look like on me. I love that. So just go and doing try on hauls will work great. The thing is, the stuff that I have, they aren't recent in stores unless it's Primark pajamas. So that's my problem. Like, I have a lot of Old Navy workout stuff. They're not recent stuff, so they ain't there no more to tag. They do have new line of workout outfits that I need to go get. That's sorry. YouTube. I'm gonna end the live here. I've been yapping. But again, tomorrow's the last day for the live. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about the last week of the challenge, which is actually 4 days. So we're gonna post for the 3 days in March, and then April 1st, we're going to post what I learned in the last 31 days, right? So next week, tomorrow, we'll talk about the last week of everything we're doing, all right? Have a good night. I need to create a thumbnail for this live, and I'll see y'all back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard